Hi everyone and welcome to day 26. We are doing a lovely lower back stretch sequence because I've been working all day and my lower back is really hurting, so it's a really nice short sequence to do just to release any tension that may be stored up in that lower back. So as always, we'll just take a moment just to quieten ourselves down, come into our space. So if it feels good for you, closing your eyes or just lowering them to a point. Just taking some nice, easeful breaths. Just allowing the breath to be as it is. My body's letting out a couple of big sighs. Again, taking a moment of gratitude for carving out this time for yourselves and your bodies today. Maybe bringing the hands to that prayer pose at your heart center and setting yourself your own little sankalpa, which is your intention, your heart's true desire. And when you're ready, you can release the hands down, drop the chin towards the chest, blink the eyes open, and slowly raising the chin, take in the room. So let's get on to our mats. So we'll start off in cat-cow pose. So coming into our tabletop firstly, so making sure that the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips, and pulling the belly button in tight. Got the backs of my feet on the mat. Going to also spread my fingers nice and wide and just make sure I've got that slight external rotation, so opening the jam jar slightly, ever so slightly, so my fingers are pointing at a slight diagonal towards the top ends of the mat. So I'll work with my breath and move through that cat-cow sequence. So on the inhale, tucking the toes under, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, the neck and the head. Exhale, chin comes in towards the chest, that belly button rises up to the sky, and the feet come nice and flat, feeling that beautiful stretch throughout the spine. Inhale, moving back to our cow pose, tucking the toes under, belly drops, chest, neck, head lift. And exhale, going back into that lovely arch spine, chin towards chest, feet nice and flat. So just allowing the breath to guide these movements. And if it feels good and it doesn't affect your balance, maybe closing your eyes so you can feel the sensations all throughout the spine, just as you move between the two. You can already feel it releasing a bit of that pressure on my lower back. It's beautiful. So we'll do one more cow. So that's with the toes tucked under, the belly dropped, the chest and the neck lifted. And then on the exhale, we're just going to come back to that lovely tabletop pose. Walking our knees to the widest parts of the mat, bringing our big toes into touch. Take an inhale here. Then on the exhale, send those sit bones all the way back towards the heels. I think I've said in other videos, you can always place a block or a pillow in between the legs, just so if your sit bones don't quite reach the heels, they've still got something to rest on. And then if it feels good, just releasing the shoulders down, the neck down, the head down, allowing gravity to do its job. Just as we move into this wide-legged Balasana, our wide-legged child's pose. I'm going to add to the stretch now. You can choose to follow me or stay the same. I'm just going to walk my fingers out slightly in front, really stretching them out to the wall in front at the same time and sending those sit bones all the way to the wall behind. Just visualizing creating all these tiny little gaps in between the vertebrae, opening at the back. Then with the next inhale, walk the hands back in towards the legs. Bring the torso back up into a nice upright position. Bringing the knees back underneath the hips. We're going to go into a closed-legged child's pose. I just feel my back needs that little bit extra release again. So once more, if you're going to struggle with sit bones, you can always place a blanket on the top of your calves or a bolster or a pillow. Then inhale, On the exhale, once again, lower those sit bones all the way down. And I like the closed-legged child's pose balasana because it also offers you the opportunity to bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing up. Just allowing the chest, the neck and the head to melt down once more. And for me, I just get that slightly greater stretch in that lower part of the spine, right at the top of the bum. Or just rest here. Obviously the other alternative is with the arms out in front. But if your head isn't quite touching the floor, there's always the solution of stacking your fists one on top of the other and just allowing the forehead to rest comfortably on that. And when you're ready, with the next inhale, you're going to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, using the strength of the arms, and slowly roll at one vertebra at a time, really be mindful and conscious, seeing if that head can be the last thing that comes into an upright position. We're going to make our way now onto our bums, so we're going to bring our bums into the middle of the mat. Just do a few more stretches just to release any tension that may be in the lower back. So bum into the middle. We're going to really concentrate those abdominal muscles as we lower ourselves down. That's what's going to help protect our back. So grabbing the backs of the thighs, taking an inhale here. Then the exhale, slowly lowering the back down onto the mat, mindfully, one vertebra at a time. Use that strength of the arms to help slow down that progression, still engaging those abdominal muscles. And finally coming to lie down on the back. We're going to send the right leg out long, right toes pointing up towards the sky. I'm going to draw that left knee in towards, up towards the ceiling, and that left foot in towards the bum. Taking a nice deep breath here in through the nose. And then on the exhale, we're going to draw that left knee in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers in front of that left shin, making sure those left toes are pointing up to the ceiling too. We're just going to draw that left knee closer in towards that rib cage. Again, feeling that nice, gentle release in the lower back, as well as getting a lovely leg stretch. And you can choose to stay here, or we can put in a slight twist. So using the left hand to grab the outside, the right hand to grab the outside of that left knee. We're going to send the left arm out long, palm facing up. Inhale here. Then on the exhale, we're just going to use that right arm to gently draw that left knee across the body, bringing in a nice gentle side twist. So you can rest your foot on the other thigh, you can leave it to hover, or you never know, that left foot may touch the floor. So remember, we all have different anatomies, we're all made up differently, that's why we're all in such beautiful different shapes and sizes. You can either keep your gaze up towards the ceiling, or you can send your gaze over towards the left hand. I'm just going to breathe here, just for as long as feels comfortable. Not forgetting our toes, I just forgot them. I'm going to flex them again nicely. Our feet, not toes. Just taking one more breath here. Then with the next inhale, we're going to guide that left knee back to centre using that right hand. And allow that left foot to really find the support of the earth. Bringing the hands back in towards one another. We're going to switch over the legs. So sending the left leg out long this time. I'm going to draw up the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot onto the mat. Not forgetting the toes on that left foot pointing up towards the sky. Taking another deep breath here all the way to the belly. And then on the exhale, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers in front of the right shin or behind that right thigh. Again, just feeling that nice gentle release in the lower back on that right side. An option to stay here if you do want to have that gentle twist. We're just going to use a left hand to grab the outside of that right knee. We're going to send the right arm out long, palm facing up. Take a breath here. And then on the exhale, we're going to start drawing that right knee over towards our left side. And take it as far as feels good. Remember, no pain in yoga. A nice stretch, but no pain. If you are feeling pain, then just take it ever so slightly further back. And again, your choice of head pose. You can either keep it up towards the ceiling, or you can spin that chin so that you're looking over that right arm. One more breath. And with the inhale, bring the chin back up to centre if it's twisted. We're going to return the knee back to centre. And then allow the right foot to find the floor one more time. We're going to keep that right knee bent. Then we're going to invite the left one to join it. So bring the sole of the left foot onto the mat. So both knees are up towards the sky now. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, drawing both knees in towards the chest. Interlacing the fingers in front of the shins or behind the thighs. And just giving yourself that nice deserved massage for the lower part of the back that you've been craving. You can either rock from side to side. Or my favourite is drawing little circles with your knees in one direction. And then sending the direction the other way, drawing the circles the other way. And for me, what my body's craving for one final stretch for that lower back is the happy baby pose. So we're going to send the soles of both feet up towards the ceiling. The option is to grab the backs of the thighs, or if it's available to you, you can grab the inside of the feet or the outside of the feet. Whichever version you do, just making sure that the shoulders are plugged back into the floor. The soles of the feet are facing up towards the ceiling. And just make this stretch however feels good for you, or however your body feels like it's responding well to. And again, the option is to rock, to move. And you can stay here rocking as your happy baby. Or if it feels right on the exhale, just allowing the feet, with the help of your hands, just to guide those feet back down onto the mat. Knees bent up to the sky, taking a breath here. And then slowly rolling over onto our left side. Taking a moment's pause. For the next inhale, bringing ourselves back up into our Sukhasana, our easy seat. Hopefully feeling a lot less pressure on the lower back, feeling a little bit taller, and we can finish off with our 4 intentions. So one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. The intention of a joyful and energetic body. Bottom hand comes over the heart centre. We set our intention to have a loving and compassionate heart. Bringing the hands out in front, palms away from one another, fingertips touching, and focusing in on our third eye centre, we set our intention to have a clear, reflective and alert mind. And then finally, bringing the soles of the hands to touch, opening just the 3 middle fingers, and tuning in to our own energy field, our own aura surrounding our body. We set our final intention to have lightness of being. Bring those hands to close in that prayer pose. Draw that prayer in towards the heart. I want to say thank you for making it to day 26 with me. So that's only 4 more practices together. So thank you from my heart to yours. Namaste. And you get the lovely bum shuffle, stroke crawl for me to switch off the video. So now I can see you up closely and I can say, we've got this. There's only 4 days
4 days left. We've got this. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.